AB's got to be first in this fight. He's got to use the jab. He's got to knock Mikey Garcia. Matter of fact, not even knock him off his rhythm. Don't even let him get into a rhythm, because if you do, fam, it's going to be trouble, trouble. I got Garcia winning this fight. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy 2K, and I'm back in the motherfucking building. Yeah, I've been gone for a little bit. Your boy was moving and shit. I moved from one place to the next. It was a long-ass move. I actually ended up finding myself in fucking suburbia. I did not want to come out here. I like to be middle class, a little below middle class, but I came out here to the suburbs and shit. So these motherfuckers gonna get mad when they hear me doing my show, because I keep this shit real loud, I keep it evident, and it's unfiltered. Y'all niggas already know what's up. But I came back with a new panel, you know what I'm saying? I got my man, y'all heard this man before, Wilson, a.k.a. Willie the Kid. What's up, fam?
What's going on, bro? How you feeling? Welcome to suburbia.
Word up.
Word up. Too.
I try to avoid suburbia, man. I try to avoid that shit. As soon as I started getting money, I was like, I'm not going out there. Fuck that. I ain't have a choice this time. I'm moving next year, nigga. Believe that.
I hear it.
For real. Alright. And I got a newcomer, man. Real knowledgeable cat. I've been knowing him for about a year now. You know what I'm saying? We've been talking boxing. My man Chris from Philly, a.k.a. Mr. Fixins. What's up, fam?
It was good with the ball, man. See, you made your move to some, but you know you can't take, you can take the nigga out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the nigga, dog.
Hell yeah. Word up, word up.
That motherfucker buying a minivan tomorrow.
I'm telling you. Alright. Y'all already know what this video is about. But before we get to the meat, we're gonna do a little bit more fuckery before, man. I don't know if my panel watched the Jarrell Miller versus Gerald Washington fight. Did either of y'all catch that?
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, man.
I sprung one up on him. I didn't tell him we was gonna do this. Huh?
My boy Titman.
Yeah. Man, look here, man. I'ma just do a quick ass breakdown. I'm gonna let y'all have it. This is what I seen. I seen Jarrell Miller taking control of the fight from the beginning. Then I seen two old ass niggas looking tired as fuck. Even though Jarrell Miller, they not even old, but they looked old as shit. They looked tired as fuck by round 5. You got two niggas. I mean, it looked almost like, you know, Kimbo Slice, rest in peace to him, versus Dada 5000 and shit by the time the fight was over. You know what I'm saying? Two niggas that needed respirators by the end of the fight. You know what I mean? Jarrell Miller ended up getting the win. How'd you see this shit, Chris? I'm gonna go to you first, dog.
Bro, honestly, I saw that shit the same way you saw it. Except what I will say, man, is I think that I give Titman a little more credit than most motherfuckers give him, man.
Word
I
up.
think that his overall stature, the fatness, if you will, just leads people to be like, yo, this nigga not serious.
Yeah.
But I think he's serious. I don't think that he's on a level of a Wilder nor Anthony Joshua.
No.
But I don't think that he's far from being able to contend.
Right.
Like, I give him fairly decent action against like Josh Parker or some shit like that. I give him fairly decent action.
Joseph Parker.
Joseph Parker, sorry. Yeah,
No
I
doubt.
give him fairly decent action, man. But yeah, man, he was over fucking weight. He's a fat motherfucker. He needs to fucking shed 40 more pounds. He said he lost 40 pounds for this fight.
That's what he said. Yep, that's true. Yep. That's true.
Nigga, where?
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah. He was still over 3, I think. He is still over 3.
Bro, I think I saw he came in, he was like 286 or something like that.
Yeah. But then you got to do the rehydration though. He had to be over 3.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, man. I don't think.
There was the one thing I did see that I give him credit for. I kind of didn't say anything good about him was that jab. I'll say by like round, I think it was round 6. This motherfucker started jabbing the shit out of Gerald Washington. He was actually doubling up on the jab.
To tell you why.
Exactly, yeah. He was setting everything up with the jab, man. Go ahead, Wilson. Take it from here, dog.
Well, in the first round, it started off nice. Like Washington started off nice, right? And then about 2 minutes into the round, he got tired.
Yeah.
And I'm just talking about the first round. And he got tired with one shot, and he was like, "Oh shit." So then after that, he had life choices to make. So he was moving around, and while everybody was emphasizing Miller's weight beforehand, I kind of know the cat a little bit, being that where I'm from again, EJ? Tell the nice audience where I'm from.
Brooklyn!
There you go.
Brooklyn is, I swear. Niggas, right? Always gotta let niggas know they from Brooklyn.
Real shit. Wait, I'm real shit. Anywhere, anytime he's training, you can go into like Sunset Park and you'll see this motherfucker because you can't miss him.
Yeah.
Right, he has the biggest titties in the game. Right, but, and I'm talking about women and mailboxes.
Hell yeah.
And but he started out nice, but this guy just, he kind of imposes his will on people. Like he's a come forward type fighter. He's gonna come seek and find you. He's gonna push his weight on you. He's gonna try to wear you down.
Yeah.
And beat you down little by little. Is he a Wilder, which I'm not impressed with Wilder or Joshua. I'm not really a big fan.
Right.
But like this man, he has some stuff. Like you could see that if he was like a maybe 248, 250, maybe 240, you could see that he could probably be a little more swift on his feet.
He don't think so though. He don't think so though. He don't think so. They asked him that. He said it would be worse for him.
I think I just think his fear is losing his heavy head. Like I think he carries his weight because it gives him more power, more pop.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Washington just looked like a scared little puppy. I mean, the man was tired. He was going down while everybody concentrated on the other guy standing up. They forgot that the guy in front of him is just a 3-round fighter.
Yeah, he is.
By the 4th round, you pretty much saw where the fight was going. By the 6th, 7th round, I was like, yo, you can stop this shit now. I don't need to see any more of this.
Yeah.
Like it was entertaining while it lasted. You could say Washington had his moments. I think in the 7th round or 8th, he came out. He landed some really good shots. He landed some good bombs. But big man just walked right through him.
No doubt.
I thought he stunned him maybe a few. And then he looked like every time he hit Washington got hurt. And that's what happens when you get hit by Wilder. Some guys just never go back to
I agree.
Again that.
I was about to say that shit, yo. Hell yeah.
Go ahead. Let me ask you this, Chris, because Wilson he said a good point. He talked about the stamina of Gerald Washington. Now, this is an ex-football playing nigga. He go in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Dude, real cut. Yeah, it looks as if he's in excellent shape. Were you kind of surprised by the fact that Gerald Washington got so tired in this fight, whereas in other fights, he didn't show this type of lack of stamina? Did that kind of surprise you?
To be honest, bro, like you said, he's an ex-football dude.
Yeah.
And he does come with that athleticism, but like Wilson just spoke on, bro, he's actually coming out of being pretty much sparked by Deontay Wilder.
Yeah.
Maybe that has something to do with it. I guess the way I look at heavyweights, I don't look at any of them as being too athletic. I don't really look at any of them as 12-round fighters.
Yeah.
So I expect them all to get tired, to be honest, except for maybe because he's so bony. But I wasn't really surprised by it, man. Even though we definitely do around the boxing world give him credit for being an athletic heavyweight.
Right.
But shit, man, when you fighting against a big Samoan type motherfucker like Fat Boy, like, man, it take a lot out of you. It take a lot out of you.
Man, no, but I can make a point. The difference between the Wilder fight and the Washington fight, like, a lot of people had it like what, even some people had Washington winning, and stuff like that up until the knockout. I mean, I don't care how you had it. At the end of the day, if you get knocked out, it don't matter. Like, it was a TKO or whatever it is. But like, the difference between that and this is like, Wilder doesn't come to people, and neither does Washington. So their style was made to be like a little harder to figure out, I think, for Wilder than. Now, Miller got hit with some shots yesterday. And, you know, whether he could take those shots from the from Wilder, Deontay, like, I don't know. I don't know if he can. I don't know how long that would last.
Yeah.
But I would say this, by the third, fourth round, you can't be throwing arm punches. And them punches were slow by the sixth, seventh round. It was like, it looked like two guys that needed oxygen tanks and shit at the corner and shit.
Exactly.
I mean, shit, even when the fight was stopped, Miller didn't look.
But Miller has an excuse. He's been off for 11 months. I'll give him that much. He has an 11-month day off. Washington, on the other hand, he should have been in the fucking greatest shape of his life. After losing that fight the last time the way he did, for him to come into that fight with that kind of shape, it's fucking deplorable. I don't know, man. I don't know. I question his hunger. So I just think Washington is that guy that when you want your guy to go up to another level or to test out with, Washington is going to be that gatekeeper to do that.
Yep.
You know, now can I see a fight between Baby Miller and the weakest champ, in my opinion, Mr. I don't want to mention Deontay Wilder, Parker. I think that's an interesting fight, and I think that's a fight that Miller could actually win. I
think that's what he's going for, because if I'm not mistaken, the organization that Miller is the highest ranked at is the WBO.
I think it is the WBO.
Yeah.
You're absolutely correct about that.
Okay.
All right.
I did my homework before I came on, motherfuckers.
I give him action in that fight, bro.
Yeah.
I'll definitely give him action in that fight. But the difference is, I think fundamentally, Parker is just better than fucking Washington. This is a whole different, you know what I mean? It's a whole different level of fighter for Miller to face.
Yeah.
I also don't see Josh Parker doesn't seem to have stamina problems. He doesn't really seem to have stamina problems to me. For a big guy, man, he's surprisingly light on his feet. He's a big guy, but he's a small heavyweight.
Yeah.
But at the same time, with that style that Miller has, I mean, he's gonna definitely.
As light as he was still slow.
Yeah. Well, see, the biggest. Let me jump in real quick, fellas. The biggest thing that I see with Gerald Washington, the reason why he couldn't be successful in this fight, because if you look at Washington's style and you look at Jarrell Miller, it was easy to say that Gerald Washington, all you got to do is jab this motherfucker, stay on the outside, you know what I'm saying, and keep combinations coming, which he was, right? He was doing that. But this was the problem. Gerald Washington has no fucking foot movement, dog. His foot movement is slow as shit. This nigga can't buy a move to the lateral. You know what I'm saying? This nigga, if this nigga had $200 and said, hey, somebody please teach me how to move laterally, the motherfucker still wouldn't be able to do it. You see what I'm saying?
Bro, maybe that's that football shit, bro.
Yeah.
Maybe that's that football. Like I was telling my man the other day, right? Not to really get off subject, but I say just really quickly. I said, yo, it's different levels to this shit, bro.
Yep.
It's different levels to this shit. I told him, I said, and y'all about to find out how different the levels are, which is why Mick dude is about to lose to Floyd. Because there's levels to this shit. Yeah. You're not about to not be a dedicated boxer and then come into there and be the best boxer.
Exactly.
Same as Nipper. He's a football dude at heart. He's a football guy at heart.
And
we got football guy, a football guy body, football guy footwork.
Yep.
I don't expect him to go far in boxing. Same as Conor McGregor.
And we've already
he's an MMA dude.
Shit, we've already
Why you
seen.
talking?
We've already seen it with football players. The most notable one in recent time was Seth Mitchell. When Seth Mitchell got knocked the fuck out by Chris Arreola. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I didn't expect.
I saw that coming a mile away.
Everybody's seen that coming. I didn't expect.
EJ, like when you got cats like me and you, where like we look at style,
Word.
we know what we're looking for,
Word
footwork,
up.
pivot, you know, our positioning and things like that. The common fan, to be honest with you, even I say 75% of people that actually watch the sport, and I'm not because the 25% of the minority, meaning the people that like they're passionate about it, they know what they're talking about. They don't know about those things. They don't know what to look for in a fight. They don't know what they just saw half the time. They just think I took some combinations, but he really couldn't knock him out. You know what I'm saying? They don't know exactly what they're watching. Like sometimes you got to watch like the picture within the picture.
No doubt.
And Washington should I don't know what he should do, but I know if I don't see him again on TV for a while, I'll be okay with that.
I was okay with it before this. I was okay with it before this fight. Him and fucking Dominic Brazil, both of them.
Man,
how you lose to two titty men, man? Like how you got two titty men, and I Brazil, I used to call him Titty Man, and now I got to change his name because this dude done took over the biggest boob.
he got him. I told you he got the double D judge. Sorry, boy, you can't compete with that.
Word up.
Yo, in my group, Alicia said that he got moves.
Yeah.
And I those are man moves.
Oh man. All right. Let's go. The consensus here, obviously, is that Gerald Miller's a big fat titty having ass nigga that will most likely lose to Joseph Parker. And Gerald Washington is most likely done because of his football background. He wasn't dedicated to boxing, which is something like my man Willie the Kid said. Real enthusiast. We already. Let's move on to the bullshit. The bullshit.
The bullshit.
Yo, AB, average boxer. You know what I'm saying? Look here though.
I'm a Brazilian, baby.
Look here though. I'm not really gonna clown dude that hard. You know why I'm not gonna clown him that hard? Is because I stopped holding Adrien Broner to a high standard when he fought Paulie Malignaggi. You know what I'm saying? I had him losing. Yeah. I had him losing to Paulie. You know what I mean? And a lot of cats had him winning. A lot of cats knew that fight was close, but they were so attached to Adrien Broner, they weren't willing to give Adrien Broner that L. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nigga, I was high as fuck on AB. Like, real talk, I used to tell my ex-co-host, like, yo, nigga, nobody beating Adrien Broner, nobody, nigga. I used to tell my wife, nigga, to give me a brush so I could brush my shit. You know what I'm saying? After the fight, I'm in there brushing my shit. That's how much I liked AB. But I knew when after the Gavin Reese fight in 2013, he actually announced it before that when he beat Antonio DeMarco. But after the Reese fight, when he said that he's going to skip 140 and go to 147, I fucking knew at that point in time. And I even told my wife back then, we're talking 4 years ago, I said, AB's going to start taking L's. There's no way this nigga can compete at 147. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he went up, fought Paulie. I thought he lost. Fought Marcos Maidana, got beat up. You know what I'm saying? Fought Sean Porter, got beat up. Okay, he fought Adrian Granados within the 147-pound limit. I had him winning that fight, but a lot of other people say he lost to Granados. And then, so there you go, my man, Mr. Fixin's calling it. So that's what I'm saying. If you look at his record at 147, excuse me, he's fought 4 fights at 147. I got him at 1-3, dog. But he could easily be 0-4. You know what I'm saying? At 147. So, as we know, Mikey Garcia tapped that ass. And I told y'all niggas, y'all heard the beginning of the video. I told y'all, I made a prediction video over a month ago, and I told y'all Mikey Garcia was going to whoop his ass. And I think I said by unanimous decision, that's exactly what happened. We had 2 judges, 116, 112. One judge,
I don't know what
117,
the fuck
111.
they was watching.
Yeah. I know. But it was easy work from Mikey Garcia. And I told y'all niggas it would be, man. I'm going to go to my man Willie the Kid, man. How'd you see the fight?
Well, I had it 118, 110 Garcia.
Word up.
I gave the first round to Broner. And I think the 8th or the 9th round when he came out, he fired some shots, and I just felt bad, so I gave it 200 and fucking win. But what I saw was, every once in a while we get kids to come by the gym and shit, and we throw on what we call a boxing clinic, and that's what the fuck I saw yesterday, right? You got a guy that's been hyped up, but tell me about it. What has he really switched up in his style other than going up in weight class? Nothing. So I'll tell you what's the problem. The problem was that before he was fighting guys in the weight class that he had no business being in, because we all know his weight issues. Even back to those when he was in 135 and 130, he missed weight a few times.
Oh, yeah.
In those weight classes. So you have a fighter that likes to stand there. He likes to pick his shots. Problem is, when you leave yourself wide open, and you got a guy that can fucking pivot, and you got a guy that has fucking phenomenal footwork, and you got a guy that to the boxing fan, he might look average, like that guy ain't gonna be much. But to people that know what they're watching, okay, like you saw a guy that had all the fundamentals. He doesn't do things that make you say wow, but he does everything well.
Yes, sir.
And there's something to be said about that. You know what I mean? And this guy just schooled him, put him in the clinic. He boxed beautifully. He's not known as a body puncher, but last night he was. And AB fought like AB always does, about run. And like I could go on about Broner, like, people have been telling me, I think he's focused and he's looking sharp and he put the work in. EJ, 2K, like you was there when we was discussing this cat when this fight first got announced, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when this fight got announced, will you tell your audience where Adrien Broner was at for like the last 2 weeks before? Like at this fight was made, he was in fucking Miami.
Yeah.
Word, okay?
Yeah. That's true. That's true. You got a guy that basically gets all this hype from people. I don't know why. He's an average fighter with average skills. He's never going to let his hands go. And if he does, he's only going to be able to do it for about 20, 30 seconds around. And after that, he wants to chill. Yep.
And in boxing, I've been harping this all fucking week. So I pretty much typed it so many times that I actually memorized. In boxing, this is the type of game you don't do the shit part time.
Word up.
Boxing is about life, man. Like these guys want to win because the more wins they get, the more opportunity they have for their families. They're hungry.
Yep.
But with all that, they dedicate themselves to the sport, which means time away from your family, time away from all the things that matter. And you got to really get focused on that.
Yep.
And when you have a guy and you start using the words focus or this time he's going to bring it. When you start using words like that, like you're basically trying to bamboozle your damn fucking self because you already know this motherfucker ain't going to be about shit. He about business. He worth about $3 fucking million.
Yeah.
All right?
Right.
The best thing about him is that he introduced me to Easter Jr. All right?
That's
the
it.
best thing because Bunny looks better than he does.
I been
right?
said that shit.
Bunny
Really does.
is carrying that flag right now because this motherfucker done dropped it. He trying to be like Floyd or whatever he trying to do. His style is nowhere near close to Floyd.
Yep.
The only thing about his style that's close to Floyd is how many punches he throws. He throws about 29 or 30 punches.
That's it.
When you're in a division where you want to throw, if you're a guy that doesn't throw a lot of punches, but you have his kind of defense, you want to throw about 45 to 50 punches, and you want to try to time your guy and catch him in between shots.
Word up.
Because you got to take some risks if you're going to fight the style that he fights.
Yeah.
this guy is never going to be anything. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the most glorified gatekeeper of all fucking time.
Shit. My man Willie the Kid pretty much nailed it right there. I'm going to go to my man Chris, though, man. Yo, they said, or AB said before this fight, that he's taking over boxing, man. What's up?
Oh, man. Yo.
You know, Chris a little sad about this because he was kind of running hard last night.
Word up.
Hey, look. Wilson keeps trying to throw me in this fucking boat with the rest of these fucking clowns. I'm not going to let you do it. I'm not going to let you do it.
Oh,
Listen,
man.
From the moment, who broke this story? Henderson?
Yeah.
From the moment Henderson broke this story, man, I was immediately, I thought fucking Mikey by fucking Sparkage. That
right.
was my initial prediction. Was Mikey was going to
I know that.
You know what I'm saying? He was going to take his square ass jaw, and that's what I thought was going to happen.
Right.
But like I've said a couple times, I'll be one of those guilty guys. I have definitely been guilty of Focus Broner. I used to believe in that myth.
Word
I
up.
definitely used to believe in that myth of Focus Broner. Even after Mike Donner, man, I still thought Broner could do some good things. I still thought he could do some good shit in the world of boxing. But equally, that's around the time where he kind of lost me, man. Some of those in the ring as well as out the ring antics, I can't condone that shit. I'm never going to condone another grown man humping another grown man's ass in no shape. There's no time where that's fine.
Yeah.
Other than when Mike Donner did it to him after he cracked this shit, though. I wasn't mad. Like, you feel me? But at the end of the day, like, bro, this fight, man, Mikey, dude, I already knew he was real.
Yeah, man.
But damn. But God, damn.
Well, when you have good footwork and you pivot well, and then you're always and you leave yourself in position at all times.
Yep.
That puts a lot of stress on your opponent. Because it's pressuring the guy without having the pressure. You letting him know, like, no matter what you do, I'm always right here. And that puts a lot of mental pressure, and that you start to see that as the fight goes on and on and on.
Yep.
And like the regular average fan won't know stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
No, they won't.
And there was a boxing group. I forget which one. I think it was Ring IQ or some shit like that. EJ, where somebody had Adrien Broner winning 118.
Oh, Wilson, you took my shit, nigga.
My bad.
Hey, look, what did I say?
When I saw that shit, I was done. Like, I was like, okay, I need to go. I don't even drink, y'all. I was like, I need to go buy like a 6-pack or something.
Yeah.
And like, like get away from reality.
Let me
Let
me get that out there, and let me put the backstory out there.
wait, 2K.
What?
When you get that out there, let them know what would happen to them if they come in my group.
Oh shit, you already know them motherfuckers, and that's what I said. Shout out to my man Rope. He put that in a different group chat that I'm in and shit. He posted that. And the first thing I said right after that was, man, they need to get his ass out of that group ASAP. You know what I'm saying? Now, you come to Eastwick with that bullshit, we gonna clown you, give you 3 trophies, and you gone right after that. You know what I'm saying?
You can stay your fucking way. And now you're on your way.
Word up.
Now I give him 48 hours of roasting.
Yeah. But my man said over in that boxing group, he said first of all, he said the reason why Broner lost was because he didn't do good on the inside. He said he fought terrible on the inside, but he looked good being first. Therefore, I got Adrien Broner winning 118 to 110. Then he said, "Let's argue. I was there. I know what I saw." Get the fuck out of here! Are you kidding me?
You missed one part. You missed one part.
What I missed?
You missed one. He said the reason AB said exactly. He said because he had one of his hands low in his high guard.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
The way he needed to. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Get the fuck out there with that dumb shit. What the fuck? Who said that type of shit? One of his hands was low in his high guard. He couldn't fight the way he wanted to.
Word up.
I'm gonna tell you why he fight the way he wanted to. I'm gonna tell you why. Listen, that nigga had a Conor McGregor.
Hold on. Go ahead, Chris. He said what?
He had a Conor McGregor MMA stand. He was off balance all night.
Yeah.
He was out of range all night.
Yeah.
Because of his fucked up stance.
Yep.
What I tell what I would tell anybody is like, when somebody has that high guard like that, like what you want to do is you want to pull your jab out there, you pump it hard, and you try to move or displace the glove out of position. If you can't do that, then what you do, and you follow it up with, whether you're right or left with your right or left hand. But if you can't do that, then you try to pull the hand down, like you throw a lazy jab out there just to pull it down, and then shoot your straight. You know what I mean? You're talking to land that. So that's how you land that. But Mikey didn't have to do that because what he was doing, he was looping around, and he was looping right around the guard and catching. And then when AB was trying to pivot out of position, which he did it terribly all night because he was within range. He would get caught. It looked like a wild shot, but it only looked like a wild shot because AB was so far back at that in those moments. And like I saw a lot of good things from Mikey Garcia. Like, I mean, we sitting here, we talking about Adrien Broner. I mean, but I was talking about Mikey.
Listen, bro. Mikey was that. Listen, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. That was probably the best boxing display I've seen all of 2017.
Oh wow!
So far.
Damn. You know what? And I can't get mad at that because a lot of people did not expect Mikey to do what he did in there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people did not expect him to beat AB that easily.
I didn't expect him to beat him in the fashion that he beat him. I expected him to beat him convincingly. I didn't expect for Mikey to be a body snatcher. I didn't expect for him to throw over 700 punches halfway through the fight.
Right. Good point.
I didn't expect him to press AB the way he did all night. It was like it was damn near like Triple G, like the way he cut off the ring and just applied constant pressure to AB without even throwing punches.
Good point.
Without throwing punches.
Yeah.
Just footwork, just cutting off the ring, just giving him feints and keeping him just off balance, bro. AB looked
finished. His feints were beautiful all night, man. His feints were beautiful.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. I think early AB felt the power, and I think that eventually the body work Mikey Garcia did stopped AB from doing all that fucking hopping around he was doing.
Yeah.
And I would say the first 2 rounds he came out and he was overly active.
Yep.
He was jumping around, dancing around, and I commented early in the fight like, damn, Mikey Garcia looks slow. But 3rd round, that shit went out the window.
Yeah.
That shit went out the window. Mikey caught up to him, timed him, cut him off all night, whacking him. I think AB felt the pressure, and he went into his fucking shell. And he was regular ass on
the inside. He really didn't look like the such smaller man, like the way people were trying to look at him.
Nah, they look.
Play out.
AB, in my opinion, looked a little smaller than Mikey did. You know what I'm saying? And I think
he's a little frail.
That's my question to you, 2K. Do you think he lost too much weight?
That's what I was getting ready to go into. You know what I'm saying? When I first made the prediction video over a month ago, I believe one of the things I said in that video was that it's worse on AB than it is for Mikey because when you move up in weight, right? It's not that hard. It's not that hard to move up in weight, right? But it's much harder to cut weight depending on where you're cutting weight from. We're talking about AB.
Because if you're used to cutting 135 and you go to 140,
right?
Excited about
right.
That.
He's only 5 pounds below where he fought at last night. You know what I'm saying? That's where he normally campaigns at. But then you got AB in between fights. The nigga gets up to like 170. So he's got to cut from 170, right? Possibly 170 all the way down to 140. The reason why he didn't fight The reason why he didn't fight Sean Porter at 140 is because he couldn't cut enough weight in time. So the fight was at a 145 catch weight. You see what I'm saying? That's why he was doing all that. Same thing with Adrien Granados. He missed weight for that fight because he couldn't cut that amount of weight in that time. In this fight, he actually did it. And I remember when
he's only making $1 million. He's only making $1 million since he don't make weight.
Yeah,
that's $500K.
Yeah,
I think per pound. I'm not sure what it was.
But
either way, he was out $500,000.
But the thing,
you're not going to make.
But this is the thing, though.
New York taxes.
But this is the thing, though. This is the thing, though. AB, when this fight was announced, he can't make 140 comfortably. He can't. Now I forgot who put the picture out, but this nigga weighed 148 pounds 9 days away from the fight, and he was completely drained.
Yeah, he was talking about that.
Yeah, we talked about that. He had no water weight in him. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Dude, you can see every fucking muscle in his body, and he weighed 148, and I was a week out. You see what I'm saying? So that means we don't see this shit, but behind the scenes, he had to kill himself to get the 140. He had to kill himself to shed the extra 8, but we didn't see that.
And you know what's sad?
You see what I'm saying?
And you know what's sad? When that picture came out, people were saying he looked good.
Yeah. Bro, people that don't know shit about that.
I was about to say, bro, it's a dude in the group, bro. Like, now, I think he got knowledge, but he say some stupid shit sometimes.
Shout out to you, Antonio.
He's talking about, shout out to Antonio, dog. But yeah, bro, he was like, I think that he's like people people over exaggerate being cutting weight and shit.
Yeah.
Basically, he's like, it doesn't matter that much if you come in being drained, because when I'm like, what? I'm like, bro, but see, it's that kind of mindset which also allowed Antonio to go completely out on a limb and talk as if Mikey Garcia had no business in the ring with Adrien Broner.
Right.
This is the same guy. This is the same fucking guy who his main reason for Adrien Broner going to win was athleticism. Like, that's all there is to boxing. As long as you're more athletic, you're going to win the fight.
And that's why
dumbass shit.
And that's why we killed that post.
Jones had the later half of his career.
That's why we killed that. I think, Chris, that was your post, wasn't it?
No, that was Antonio.
No. I'm talking about the post where I think it was Chris that said, "Would you take skills over athleticism?" Or was it you, Wilson? Skills over athleticism.
Oh no, it was Antonio.
That was that kid.
Okay, well that's why we killed that fucking post.
Exactly. Come on, dog. Like, you sound crazy.
Argument because people thought I was disrespecting Roy Jones. I said, Roy Jones was more of a freakish athlete than he was a great boxer.
Right.
Roy Jones to me was a good boxer. I don't call Roy Jones a great boxer.
Well,
like, he's great all time. Like, he's great in stature, but I'm talking about skill wise. He did a lot of shit that was wrong.
Well, the thing with
this is why Roy Jones gets knocked the fuck out now.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, Roy Jones didn't even know how to turn a punch properly. If you look at how he threw his punches, he didn't even turn his punch properly. He didn't do the basics well, but he was so athletic. That's how he was getting by. Now, that's what ended up ultimately the reason why he lost to Antonio Tarver, the most basic nigga in boxing. You know what I'm saying? So,
and Cass was coming for me, bro. I thought it was gonna give me trophies and shit, because I'm like, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. But, people are passionate, so I respect that.
Here's the thing about that, bro. Here's the thing about that. People got confused by the verbiage.
Yeah.
People got confused with the words. People don't know the difference between
when the dictionary.
People don't know the difference when you say skill, technique, style. They don't really know. For a lot of people, it's all the same. Right? For me, like I said, I explained the other day. For me, right, I think that Roy Jones did have skills in the sense of Roy Jones was a good puncher. He wasn't a smart puncher. He wasn't a very tactical guy. He wasn't a very technical guy.
Word.
But he had skills.
Yep.
And he had athleticism in abundance.
Yep.
I won't say that Roy Jones wasn't skilled. I just say that Roy Jones did not have great technique.
Good point.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I understood what you were saying.
Eventually, if you don't got great technique, what happened to Roy Jones and what's happening with Adrien Broner, it shows up. It shows up.
Again, a motherfucker with some decent skill. Once again, a motherfucker with some decent skill, maybe above average athleticism, and the shit came down to, and it caught up to him.
Yep.
You looked skilled and super athletic until you weren't.
Yep.
Until you weren't that skilled and you're that athletic.
Look, like I don't want to go overboard. Mikey Garcia looked beautiful, great. I think if he fought Crawford, that would be a good fight. I think he would lose that fight, personally. But I would say this: I think Mikey Garcia already put a lot of people into things that I already knew about. Like he made some fans last night. Adrien Broner, he's still a four-time world champion in 4 weight classes, and no matter what the fuck happens, you're still going to show up to see him. So basically, he's telling y'all, fuck y'all. If you're my fan,
I hated
fuck y'all. Y'all going to come out anyway because I'm in the Broner, bitch.
I hated that shit. What the party said? Y'all the reasons I make all this money. What?
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. You just put together a piss poor.
I think
that's how you gonna come at it.
I think 2K and myself, and even you, Chris. In the last week, a few things might have changed because of certain things that happened. Blah blah blah. But ever since this fight got announced, I think we all can say we all have Mikey. Yeah. We all thought Mikey was gonna win. What he gonna do it the way he did? I know you guys didn't think so. I mean, Chris and me and you got into an argument way before this fight got announced about Mike.
Hell yeah. We definitely did. I don't even remember what it was. Maybe blood or some shit.
I saw this coming. I knew it was going to happen. I knew somebody was going to embarrass the shit out of this guy. Apparently, Medina didn't do it well enough. Yeah. And right. At what point, how many chances does a boxer get? I mean, this guy's deserving of an opportunity. Deserving enough.
I agree.
Can you imagine what Andre Ward will be like with all this media hype that Adrien Broner gets?
Let me go in there and respond to that, Wilson, because what you said is a question that was asked to me from a subscriber last week. And basically he said, why is it, that Cat still continue to support AB regardless of, his most recent performances? And that kind of goes into what you just said. It's mainly because motherfuckers was like me when AB was at 135 and 130. When he beat Jason Litzau, Eloy Perez, Antonio DeMarco, etc., etc. The way he beat the fuck out of all those guys, they were fans. You know what I'm saying? They're like, man, AB is really good. And they were fans to the point where they felt that AB could defeat all odds. You know what I'm saying? So when he moved up and hit a couple of roadblocks, they were still in their feelings at that point. Like, hey, yeah, he lost to Maidana, but look how good he fought against Maidana, which he did. I'll give him that. He fought well against Maidana, right?
He fought well.
But they used that as the opportunity to say, but Joe, if the nigga was focused, because there was a lot of shit surrounding the pre-fight. AB's not really focused in training. He's partying, he's doing this, and that's fine. So I know.
What the fuck?
I know. So they would take that, couple it with the rounds that he did look good against Maidana, and say, dog, but if he was focused, just think, fam, of all these motherfuckers in different groups that we're in, YouTube videos that you may watch, other channels that you may see niggas talk about AB in, one of the biggest things that they like to say about Adrien Broner is, but Joe, if he was focused. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, look, Broner and Prime Tyson.
Yeah, he's not.
Broner and Prime, they should have a fight. Focus Broner should have a fight with Prime Tyson. We should set that shit up.
But I tell you what's gonna happen. You guys want to know what's gonna happen?
What's that?
Fight of the century. All right, I got it. and it's gonna happen because Al Heyman makes shit happen. Adrien Broner versus Victor Ortiz.
Oh hell nah, man. That shit better not happen. I ain't trying to see that bullshit.
You don't want to see it.
What's crazy is this. I still think that AB actually still has selling potential.
Yo, he does.
Not for me.
He does.
He does.
Not for me.
He does. It's sad. It's sad that he does. But I can see AB now. What AB is going to do now, he's going to play his role. He's going to be a stepping stone. So anybody that Al got, that Al could throw out there, and Al wants to
he's going to get $8 million. Yeah.
He's
All right.
Be a bro.
All right, fellas. Man. We're gonna wrap it up. We gone way over time, but there's a question I want to ask. Mikey Garcia said that he will possibly go to 147. So did Robert Garcia. What do y'all think about that? I'm gonna go to Chris first.
Man, look, man, I made a post about it last night. Listen, bro, Mikey, I do not want to see him at 147. I don't want to see him at 147. I think he's too small. I think Thurman punishes him. I think Spence murders him. And I think that almost every top guy in that division is a very hard fight for Mikey Garcia. Even Wildman Porter, just because of his size and the relentless pressure that Porter is willing to apply, I think he should pump his brakes off that 147. That's all. I think he should chill with that. I don't want to see him there.
I agree. Willie the Kid, man, what you think about that?
2 words. No. And Spence.
For real. Listen, bro. Errol Spence?
No.
Because I was
Spence would
thinking of
his head off. Man.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's a knockout.
Yeah, man.
Guess who else is technically sound with a great trainer himself?
Yeah.
Like, Errol Spence has a great trainer.
Yeah, for sure.
2K, you interviewed him before. Not
Derek
very
James.
knowledgeable man. Like, I could probably listen for hours to him speak. But why would you even do that? Like, you got good fights at 140. You got Lomachenko thinking about 135. Wait. You got Lomachenko thinking about 135. 147 is right now for a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you want to he could probably be like a C-level fighter at 147, a B-level fighter. A B-level fighter would be like somebody like Sean Porter to me. I don't think he could be a Sean Porter right now just because of the size difference and just how crazy, like Chris said, about how crazy Sean Porter fights. I mean, he's a wild man. Like, he'll hit you with a headbutt and a headbutt called that a 4-piece combo.
Yeah.
So, hey, look, he'll knock you out with that.
I don't know, man. Like, I think 140, 135, he's lurking between those 2 weight classes. It looks like he's comfortable going back and forth.
Yeah.
I think when he came back, when he first came back, didn't he fight at 138?
Yeah, he did.
After the long layoff.
Yep.
So.
Rojas. Yeah.
He fought at 138. Yeah, so that's technically considered, 140.
Yep.
So you're fighting over 135. So.
Yeah.
So he fought at this weight class. He came in weighing 139 and a half, which was was a good weight. What I was trying to get to y'all before was Broner came in 138.75, I believe.
It's too
138
low.
3/4.
Yeah.
I thought he felt like I felt like he lost a pound too much.
He killed himself.
He should have came in. Yeah, he should have came in at 139.5 or so. But I'm pretty sure he didn't want to eat much of anything because he didn't like you said, 148, 9 days out. I mean, you should be able to make that with no problem. He looked like he was struggling just from a pitching speed. Like, if you know the sport speed, you'd be able to notice things like that. Mikey Garcia, 147, no way. 140, yes. 135, yes. I think a fight with him and Crawford will be awesome. I think he'll lose, but I think he'll gain a lot of credibility from that loss, too.
Here's my thing, right? What is that a money fight though, Mikey and Bud? Because it seems like
at the moment right now 135. Best fight for him is Lomachenko comes up.
Absolutely.
Lomachenko has a fan base.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Crawford right now doesn't have. Maybe he's fighting on ESPN against another good fighter. on the 19th, we'll do that for him, but not right now. Right now, the best fight for him is Linares on the West Coast in California somewhere, or an even better fight will be Lomachenko, and that fight could take place anywhere, anywhere in America, and that fight will sell. And it could probably be on ESPN or whatever, or even if PBC decides to pick it up, they could put that shit on CBS. And whatever may be the case, but that's a lot of shit going on, because now you talking about Hayden and Bob working together and stuff like that, and they've been able to come together for certain things, but it usually drags out a little while.
Well,
so 140, 135 is fine. Definitely not 147. I think he'll get his head knocked off. I don't think
Arum and Hammond are gonna come together to see one of two of Hammond's fighters possibly lose to Mikey Garcia. I don't think Crawford will lose to Mikey, but that's still a difficult fight for Crawford. And then you got Lomachenko. Right. I got Mikey Garcia beating Lomachenko before he fought Adrien Broner. I said he would beat Lomachenko. So I don't think Arum would ever put, especially Loma. Loma's the most protected fighter in boxing, one of the most protected fighters in boxing. I don't see him.
Fighters, and that's it, man.
Yeah, I don't see him putting Lomachenko in there with Mikey. Go ahead, Chris.
Everybody fights for his style. No, everybody. I was saying everybody who Lomachenko fights now. Don't get me wrong. I think he's an immense talent. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But everyone he's fought has been in the mode that he needs them to be to look special.
Exactly.
He's another fighter. One trick, but still relies on a lot of athleticism.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
He's very athletic.
And see, right? I wonder, right? I'm taking Mikey. If that fight was to happen, I'll take Mikey, because I also wonder how much of what Lomachenko does is really just a bunch of fucking trickery.
Right.
For fighters. Right?
Offer
he
him
does a lot of things.
Only offer a $500K purse.
You know what I mean? So I wonder how would he fare against a guy like Mikey who looks unflappable to me. He doesn't flinch. He's, like I said, he's methodical.
Yeah.
He's very patient. I wonder how, man, listen, man, Lomachenko will get his head tore off. That's the way I see that.
It's a good fight.
That's the way I see that.
It's a good fight. I just don't think Arum is gonna make that shit anytime soon. But I agree. I mentioned earlier that Mikey should not go to 147. He should go take care of Linares down at 135 and wait for Vasil Lomachenko possibly. If he can't wait, then move up to 140. But stay the fuck away from 147, dog. No.
Oh my God.
It don't matter anyway. This fight, what's his name, is going up to 147. And he's gonna fight Jeff Horn. Mark my words.
Oh, Crawford next year?
Yeah. If he wins, he'll unify the title. There's no need for him to be at 140 anymore.
Oh, he's done.
So he'll move up to 147.
Yeah, he's gonna leave. He's gonna leave 140 after August 19th. He's gonna beat Julius Ndongo. He'll be undisputed. He'll move to 147. And I agree. If Jeff Horn is still the WBO champion, yeah, that fight's gonna happen. I agree. But Jeff Horn has to be champ in order for that fight to happen.
Right. So, oh yeah. It's reason for it to happen if he don't got that strap.
Right. Exactly. All right, fam. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up right here. Boy, we went on and on and on, and that's what happens, man, when you got three boxing enthusiasts talking boxing, you know what I'm saying? I want to thank my man, Willie the Kid from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, fam, you know what I'm saying? And that nigga Chris, I did that shit earlier. It was like, man, Brooklyn niggas, man.
Hey, them niggas always gotta let somebody know where the fuck they from.
Exactly.
Hey, you from Philly, bro. Y'all getting got boxing shots, so I ain't talking.
Hey, look. We got them goony goons, dog.
Yeah. Man, I gotta.
We got them goons.
I'm gonna have to do a show with y'all niggas one day. I'm just gonna moderate. It'd be Philly versus Brooklyn. If we find a fight where both of y'all on opposing sides. I got to do Philly versus Brooklyn.
Hey,
Word up.
I'm glad to do that because everybody knows that Philly getting knocked the fuck out.
Oh, shit.
They might even fight out the ring. They might even fight out the ring, bro.
Oh, man.
Fuck you, nigga.
Y'all niggas crazy, man. I want to thank my... I'm going to thank...
I don't got no ammo. All Philly niggas been knocked out this year. That's it, niggas been fucked up this year. Now different former shot in the hand though.
Yeah.
In the hand, nigga.
In the hand.
Damn.
That's crazy, man.
In hand, bro.
Oh, shit.
Bro.
Yeah, that
That's
shit
crazy,
is crazy.
dog.
All right, I'm going to thank my man.
Hey, 2K, wrap this shit up before we get you banned.
Word up. I'm also going to thank my man Chris, man, a.k.a. Mr. Fixin from Philly, man. I appreciate him coming on. He'll be on again.
Oh, yeah.
I love the fuckery, man. I love the knowledge base. Appreciate y'all fellas. All right. YouTube, do what you do in the comment section and be real. This is real talk for real fans. One.